dust off, Stinky. Oh, you're covered in it. It's everywhere. Yes, shake it again. Give it a good shake. Yes, shake it off. Oh, it's the poppets. Hello, mums and dads and dear poppets, of course. Well, you just caught Stinky and I've just been giving the house a bit of a spring clean. And Stinky has been helping me, of course. We have been sweeping and mopping and giving the carpet a bit of a good old vacuum. And I had no idea there were so many dust bunnies about everywhere. And of course, if you don't keep on top of them, my dear poppets, the dust bunnies seem to grow and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. And of course, Stinky was covered in dust. He had dust everywhere, all over his lovely little vest and on his ears there, and even on the top of his nose there, just covered in dust. Well, my dear poppets, speaking of dust, I am happy to say that today's story is called The Dreadful Fluff. And thank you, Stinky dear. The Dreadful Fluff. Now, I know this is a story that we have had before, but I am very happy to say that this is a book request. That's right, and I do love book requests, I have to say. And this was a book request by a wonderful little poppet by the name of Thomas. So thank you, Thomas. I do like this one, I have to say, and I'm looking forward to reading this one again. So Thomas, you get nice and comfy, dear, and we'll crack on with today's story. Well, Stinky, I think you should get comfy too, dear, because you're probably very tired with all the work that you've done today, and you did a wonderful job with mopping the kitchen floor. I'm so proud of you, dear. Yes, you did a wonderful job. So you get nice and comfy too, dear, and we'll crack on with the story. All right then? Yes, good boy. Oh, The Dreadful Fluff. I do remember this one, and this is an absolute cracker, I have to say. Yes, a very good one. I do like this one. I remember this one, and it is a good one. Yes, and here we go, my dear poppers. Serenity's strainer was perfect. Oh, she's perfect. Perfect in every way, and there she is there, brushing her lovely long blonde hair. Lovely blonde hair, giving it a good brush. In her lovely pink room. There's some bluebirds there flying outside. Perfect, 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 perfect in every way. Yes, everything is perfect. As perfect as can be. I wonder what it's like for everything to be perfect. I don't know, to live in a perfect world. But one Saturday morning, she discovered something perfectly awful. Belly button fluff that can't possibly be mine, she said. But it was. And guess what? Well, there's Serenity there, and she's got the dreadful fluff there on the very tip of her finger. And she looks absolutely disgusted. She looks horrified. Oh, she doesn't like that at all. Yes, she's got the disgusting fluff on the tip of her finger. It was evil. The dreadful fluff said something so rude that Serenity went weak at the knees. Then it, oh, can I say that? Oh yes, I'm going to have to. Then it farted and tore off across the bathroom floor. At incredible speed, it sprung into the pocket of Serenity's perfectly stylish coat. Well, there it is there, as it farted and tore off across the bathroom floor. What a dreadful creature it is. And there it is, with a dreadful green gas coming out everywhere. Oh, horrible, horrible creature that it is. Oh yes, ghastly. And when it popped back up, all covered in lint, it was a good deal bigger than it was before. You ghastly thing, she said. But the dreadful fluff just coughed up something nasty and rolled off down the hall. By the time it reached the end of the perfectly fabulous shag pile rug, it was even bigger than the cat. Well, there he is there, and he's got a terribly wicked expression on his face, and he's even bigger than before. What on earth is he up to? I do not know. I can't quite remember. I know I have read this book before, but I've forgotten what happens. I've got a dreadful feeling, I have to say. And I'm sorry to say, oh, it ate him. Then it hurtled into the laundry and set about making itself even bigger. Unfortunately, Serenity's mother was doing a load of washing at the time. Well, there's the dreadful Fluff there, my dear poppets, with a tail sticking out of its mouth. Look at it there, with a tail sticking out, and he's gobbled him up. Nothing but a tail. How awful. Oh, he's a terrible creature, he really is, and I'm afraid that Mum might be next. Poor Mrs. Strainer never stood a chance. Give me back my Mum, cried Serenity. But something had already caught the dreadful Fluff's eye. Well, there's Serenity there, and she's demanding, she's saying, you leave my Mum alone. Don't you dare hurt my Mum. She's very cross indeed, and she does mean business. Yes, she does. I wonder what's going to happen. And he's even bigger now. Oh no, said Serenity Strainer. The dreadful Fluff plunged under Tug Strainer's bed and came out the other side roughly the size of a Shetland pony. Serenity's big brother never knew what hit him. Well, there he is there. He's even larger now, and he's got terribly large pointy teeth, and I think he has plans to eat the brother. Although the brother's busy there playing the PlayStation, and he has headphones on, so he doesn't know that he's there. Goodness gracious me. And that's when the baby woke up. Oh no, said Serenity. She tried her best to block its way, but the dreadful Fluff just brushed her aside and squeezed itself through the nursery door. Oh my lord. Well, now it's after the baby. What on earth is she going to do? I do not know. Oh, I feel dreadful. The poor baby. Oh my lord. What on earth is going to happen? Yum, said the dreadful Fluff. Oh, now he's enormous, my dear poppets. Oh, I'm going to have nightmares. Oh, he's enormous. And there's the poor little baby there, standing up looking absolutely terrified. Someone needs to save the baby. Who on earth is going to save the baby? Someone needs to save the poor baby. I don't think so, said Serenity Strainer. Oh, she's gone Rambo. Oh, yes, Serenity's going to save the day. And she's got the vacuum. Well, that's the perfect thing you need for a dust bunny. Yes, that's the perfect weapon you need, and she can suck the dust bunny up with the vacuum. Yes, wonderful. Good thinking, Serenity. Serenity plunged the vacuum deep into the dreadful Fluff. What an awful sound it made. Cough them up, she roared, right now. And there she is. Serenity has got the baby safely in her arms, and she is demanding that the dreadful Fluff cough up the rest of her family because she means business. Yes, don't mess with Serenity Strainer. And then with a pop and a splat and the pop of the cat, that was that. Well, there they are. The dreadful Fluff has coughed them up, and he has coughed them up. They're sitting in some some awful green slime there, but they do look all right, and they don't look hurt, and they're all right. So that's wonderful news. Yes, it seems to have done the trick. And the dreadful Fluff, of course, is inside the vacuum. For the Strainer family, life has never really been the same again. And Serenity, of course, well, there's the rest of the family, and I have to say they look rather nervous. Yes, they're sort of looking about, and they don't look very, very relaxed. But Serenity, on the other hand, does. She looks quite relaxed, and she's sitting on the couch, and I do believe she's cleaning out her ears. Well, she isn't perfect, far from it, but she can deal with that. Yes, she can. Well, there's Serenity, and she's cleaning out her ears, and she's got some sort of horrible nasty there on the end of a cotton stick there, a cue stick there. Looks like some sort of dreadful earwax there with a horrible face there. Some other sort of nasty. Let's hope that doesn't come to life and start eating people. She can deal with it perfectly well. And there she is there. She's got all sorts of horrible creatures there that she's collected as specimens and has in jars just in case they decide to come to life and terrorise the poor Strainer family once more. The end. And that was called The Dreadful Fluff. An absolute cracker, I have to say, and an absolute favourite. I did enjoy reading that once again, very, very much. So thank you, Thomas, for that book request. I'm so pleased that you asked me to read that because that is an absolute cracker and a definite favourite. Absolutely loved it. Well, I'd better have a chat to Stinky. I think he would have recovered now because my dear Poppets, he has worked so hard mopping and sweeping and helping me with the vacuuming. Do you feel better now, Stinky, that you've had a rest? You have. What's that? You were looking at the dust bunny. Yes, well, you do have to look out for those, Stinky. Yes, well, you wouldn't want the dreadful Fluff to come to life, dear, would you? No, you would not. Well, mums and dads and Poppets, we have come to the end of story time once again. Perhaps you could read a book about the dreadful Fluff, or you could do some housework and sort of do some spring cleaning. But watch out for the dust bunnies under the bed. And as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.